Okay, Shakespeare Part 2. Happy birthday, Leo.
Yay!
All right, I saw you make up the video yesterday. You type all the text into the computer, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just copy paste? Because you have it.
Because then you guys, the viewers, might get mixed up of my book's text and the online text.
So we're all, I understand. We each use our own text, and also which is different from the online text, right?
Yeah, I just use whoever says the text.
And
Use that text.
I think actually there is another point I want to say here, which is when you type, you're almost like writing, right?
Yeah.
And it is a writing skill that you basically copy somebody's language. You just keep on typing it, and at some point when you get used to it, then you start with your own word. It's one of the skills. It's sort of like using other people's words to bring out your words. And since Shakespeare is one of the best plays around, so that's I just want to say that's kind of a good thing that you did. Besides you practice typing.
Thanks.
So okay, back to the play. We know several things. First, these sentinels got a stranger named Horatio involved in the guard, right? In the watch.
Yeah.
And we know that in military there is a thing called chain of command, right? Which is Francisco reports to somebody, and then somebody maybe reports to Marcellus, and Marcellus reports to somebody, and somebody reports to the king, right? And also, besides the what we call chain of command, which is where you get your instruction about what you're going to do, and there should also be a chain of information, which is if these guards saw something, and they should report to somebody. And that should be a quicker way to get to the king. In those days, if they're under attack, they have a very little time to respond, right? And the earlier they respond, the further away the enemies are, and it's easier for them to defend their city, right? Okay, so when you get somebody else in there, it probably disrupts both the chain of command and the chain of information. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Sounds right?
Yeah.
And is it a good thing or bad thing for military?
Bad? Good?
Why
Maybe?
I think it's a bad thing. Why is it? Oh, well, let's put it this way. If every soldier in the military figure out where do they send their information, and they figure out by themselves who they talk to, is this still a military or is this a mess?
A mess.
Yeah.
A mess of information.
Yeah, military is a fighting machine, and either you kill the other person or the other person kills you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Abby? Yeah? The military. It's a bunch of people. Either you kill somebody or somebody kills you. Right? So this is serious business. And you need to get things to happen quickly. Right? And you cannot have people mess around in this chain. Okay? And you have to have this chain set up and works very, very well. Very, very fast. Okay? And what we saw yesterday here is that this is not happening with these people. Right? And also we know that these guards are the most trusted people in the Denmark military. And the most trusted people are doing these kind of things. And you can probably think, what is this Denmark military? Are they ready to fight? Right? If a big army facing a big army, and one army, the command, everybody's doing their own things, and the other army is under the command system works. You think the Denmark army has a chance to win? You think the Denmark army has a chance to win, right? Why?
Because then everyone is doing what they have to do.
So Denmark military is the one with the Marcellus and the Francisco, and they are the ones that the chain is working.
And Bernardo.
Yeah. You think their chain is working?
Yes.
And they got, when they have the information, do they go to the king?
No.
They went to Horatio, right?
Yeah.
So in the battleground, if something happened, they don't go to their commander. They go to somebody else asking for advice, or go with somebody else. Will this work?
No.
No.
You see this?
Yeah.
We're through these conversations. We're trying to understand what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you understand this is not working, right?
Yeah.
This is the bad thing that's going on, right? And they didn't go to the king. They go to Horatio, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what happened next.
Marcellus. Hola, Bernardo.
Okay, how do Germans say hello?
Hola? No, that's Spanish.
Okay, yeah, that's Spanish. And
I don't know.
yeah, maybe also Portuguese. But anyway, Bernardo, is that a German name? What kind of name is it? Bernardo.
I don't know.
It's, well, from the name of it, it looks like a Spanish name.
Mm-hmm.
And hello, I looked it up. The hello in Danish is hi. The way you say hi in Danish is hi. And hola is probably Spanish. So what we're seeing here is Bernardo is probably from Southern Europe somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And Marcellus probably is not. And he's saying hi to Bernardo using his language, maybe. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. That's possible.
Okay, let's say if that's true, what does that say about Marcellus?
He's smart?
Yeah, he knows languages for sure. He knows how to say hi, and a lot of people know many ways to say hi. It doesn't mean they know a lot about. Can we say that Marcellus, if Bernardo is from Southern Europe to go all the way to Denmark, if Marcellus used his language to say hi, can we pretty much get that Marcellus is a very concerned person?
Yeah.
Yeah? He's trying to make Bernardo feel better, right? Feel at home, right? Using his language, right?
Yeah.
So these are very
Kind people.
very kind people, and also they're smart, right? So these are good people, in other words, right? They're not the nasty ones and say nasty things about people, right?
Like,
they think,
or-
hey, you're in my country, you speak my language, kind of thing, right? Say, I speak your language, make you feel better. Get it?
Uh-huh.
So we're trying to understand these people, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, now next.
Say, Bernardo, say what is Horatio there?
Okay, it's probably Bernardo saw another person, and he hasn't figured out what that person is, so he's probably asking that. But anyway, let's go.
Horatio. A piece of him.
Why a piece?
Because it's him.
Like he's in one piece. Like he doesn't have his head chopped off. Or something like that.
Too cold. There's only a piece left. It's too cold. You didn't feel much.
Oh.
This is what happens. And we do the next day. Then you forget about what happened the day before. Okay, next.
Bernardo, welcome Horatio. Welcome good Marcellus.
Okay. Marcellus and Bernardo, who is higher ranking?
Marcellus.
So the soldier calling Marcellus, good Marcellus. They're friends, right? Mm-hmm. They are friends. Well, normally lower ranking people, you just salute the higher ranking and that's it. And you say, yes sir or something, right? You don't say, good Marcellus. First you call him by name, right? And then you say, good Marcellus, what's going on, right? They're friends, right? Mm-hmm. They also say something about Marcellus, right? Mm-hmm. Marcellus is around that the soldiers are thinking that he can be taken as a friend, right? And most likely, these people, after these people saw ghosts, they went to Marcellus first, right? Okay. Next.
Horatio, what was this thing appeared again tonight?
Okay. What is this thing?
The ghost.
Okay. What is this thing?
The ghost.
Okay. But let's say you watch the show for the first time. When they say, has this thing appeared again tonight? Do they know? Does the audience know what this thing is?
No.
Yeah. And also, they say this thing that you understand when you write, right? You always leave something unsolved, right? You leave something hanging in people's mind. When people want to find out, what is this thing, right?
Suspension.
Right, exactly. And also, again, is wow, okay, this thing again many times, right? Okay, next.
Bernardo, I have seen nothing.
Okay. Any questions about this? Okay, next.
No, der.
Okay, next.
Marcellus, Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy.
Okay, any question about this?
No.
Okay. Horatio said this is all just, we're crazy, right? Okay. Go.
And will not let belief take hold of him.
Okay. What is belief?
Like what you believe in,
Yeah, just sort of believing in their words, right? They told him, okay?
yeah.
Then they say like, I gotta see this, right? You can't just, this is not how, I don't think this happened, right? Okay, next.
Touching the dreaded sight twice seen of us.
Okay, so how many times has a ghost appeared?
2.
2.
Yeah. Next.
Therefore I have entreated him along.
Okay, no question, right? You get him to come along with us, right? Okay, you don't believe our words. How about you take a look at it by yourself, right? Let's go.
With us to watch the minutes of this night.
Okay. What does minutes mean?
Like
The time.
24/7.
The time of this night.
Minute. What does minute mean?
Like a time, like
minute.
60
Is it
seconds.
big or small?
A
Small.
Yeah,
small
like
amount.
a moment. Yeah, small, like a moment.
Me.
Minute. You know the word minute means small. Okay, let's go.
That if again this apparition comes.
All right, now, what does apparition mean?
Ghost.
Yeah, now ghosts come up, right? Everybody know now. They're talking about a ghost. See the way they do it? They talk about this thing, and everybody know. All the actors know, right? All the characters know, right? What's going on, but audience don't know. So they let this go for a while, and you can't let audience hang for too long. Then they say, "What's going on?" Right? You give them the question, let the suspension hang for a while, then you gotta tell them, okay? Then you get another suspension going on. So then you can almost like a hook, right? You hook them all the way through the play, right? Okay, let's go.
He may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Okay. No questions about this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're talking about ghost with thing, right? So they're not treating ghost like a person, right?
Yeah.
And now they're saying speak to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Horatio, tush, twill not appear.
So he doesn't believe it, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bernardo, sit down a while and let us once again assail your ears.
Okay, what does assail mean?
Prove.
Like,
Attack. Let's do the next line.
That are so fortified against our story.
What does fortified mean?
I don't know.
Fortified is like a city, You build a wall
A
around it.
fort, like a fort.
Right, like a fort.
a base.
Right. So you build a fort, right? So other people cannot attack. Okay. So fortified means your ear. You build a fortification around your ear. In other words, you cannot. So our word, you have the fortification, so our word won't go in, right? But now we're gonna assail your ear, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand this figure of speech? You build a city wall around you, so we won't reach your ear, but we're gonna attack it. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
What we have 2 nights seen.
Okay. No question there, right?
Yeah.
Go.
Horatio, well, sit we down
Okay.
and let us hear Bernardo speak of this.
Okay. Sit we down. Is he talking about let's all sit down?
Yeah.
Leo, what do you think?
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Okay, this is a whole bunch of guards, right? And they're the only ones around, right?
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think they're gonna all sit down and talk about this, like having a conference. It's only Horatio is sitting down.
Oh.
I don't this okay. What how do king call themselves?
We.
Yeah. Maybe this is something like that. But I don't know. But anyway,
Horatio's not a king. That's something.
right, that we know. It could be. Well, one way the way I'm thinking about it is obviously who told him to sit down? Marcellus. Somebody told him to sit down, right? And Bernardo. Bernardo asked Horatio to sit down, right? And I think I don't think everybody is sitting down. Just Horatio is sitting down, right? So this is like you're treating me. I'm sitting down. You guys are all standing, right? So you're treating me like a king, right? So he's joking about it. Well, sit we down. Like I'm the king. Okay, sit we down. Something like that.
Ha ha ha.
Does that make sense? Okay, sit we down. Let's hear Bernardo speak of this.
You do not have to act like a king right in front of us.
Okay. All right. Let's go. But anyway, that's my take on this. But let's go.
Bernardo, last night of all.
Okay, wait. Let me say one thing. There is something about you read too much into all of this. But this is probably the limit. When you see anything that's not quite normal, and you can make up things that Shakespeare never meant, right? And this is one of the problems that you read a play. You make too much of something. You make something that the author, especially like Shakespeare, he almost explained everything. And you make up something that never crossed Shakespeare's mind. And you say, that's in the play. And that is a problem. That actually we don't want to do that. Okay? Okay, that'll be the end of this period.